Hi guys, Kaiwan from Kaiwan Production. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I'm back with another tutorial, and in today's video I want to show you guys how I shot and also how I edited this particular picture, because many of you guys asked me on my Instagram. By the way, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, make sure you do, to see my latest content and to even ask for and request for tutorials if I post something you like. So yeah, I'm going to step by step kind of show you guys how I achieved it. Hopefully I'm gonna get the same look that I achieved it 2 months ago. I think I posted that picture 2 months ago. And guys, by the way, I just released the new pack of Kaiwan preset, which is the second version of Kaiwan preset pack. Let me tell you why this preset pack is very special to me, because all of my latest pictures on my Instagram are applied with these 5 presets that I uploaded. So basically I'm giving away my certain style so you can use it. If you like my latest photos on Instagram, I'm sure 100% you will like these presets, because these are the presets that I mainly use for my own pictures. First of all, let's talk about the physical part of how I shot this picture. So basically I used Sony A7 Mark III. I freaking love this camera with a Sigma 35mm 1.4 Canon lens. I use a Sigma adapter to kind of make it work. This camera basically has been pretty much my favorite camera lately. I've been using it for photos, videos, anything literally. It's very compact. Sony A7 Mark III, well done. The price is very reasonable. It's 2,000 bucks. I mean, compared to Canon 5D Mark IV, which does pretty much nothing as this camera does, it is a huge difference. Now next, let's get to the setting that I used to take this particular picture. I use 1.4 aperture, which gives us a really nice depth and field in the background, a blurry, silky smooth background, which I really love, and I always use the lowest aperture to get these kind of certain looks. And I used 100 for ISO and 800 for shutter speed. And yeah, pretty much basic stuff. So this is basically a physical part where you have to do some things before editing process. Now editing is pretty much, now I would say editing process is 60% of the whole thing. 40% is the physical part. What do you do with the camera? And the angle, the composition, actually it's more like a 50-50. So right now we're gonna get to Photoshop, and I'm gonna show you how I exactly did it. So guys, without further ado, let's just jump to Photoshop. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is the raw photo that we have, and these are the settings that I used. It's a pretty normal photo here, but with the proper edit, it will look really good. I love the emotion in the photo, the talented friend we have here. So the first thing I'm gonna try it out is I'm gonna show you and review my preset, one of the preset that I used on this particular photo, and the preset that I used is K2 on my newest Kaiwan preset pack, of the second version of the Kaiwan preset. So yeah, with that click you get this look. So this is before after. Also just know that you can always play with the adjustment to make your photo look better. In my case, I want to add some warmness temperature to the photo. And by the way guys, like if you don't want to buy the preset, let's say if you don't have a budget or there's no way for you to buy it, you can just take a screenshot of the adjustment that I've done here. I'll quickly go over it so you can actually get pretty much the same result. So we have red here. I've also played in the tone curves. So just take a screenshot or just notice what I did exactly. This will save you much time, I guess. And this is the hue, saturation, luminance. I played with the color a bit to kind of get the vibe that I wanted. And we didn't do anything with split toning, nothing with effects. Of course, with calibration to kind of match the colors in the photo. So yeah, this is pretty much it. I mean, it's not a big deal, but just in case if you don't want to spend and just get benefit from this tutorial. So I want to add some warm temperature, as I said. So I think I'm gonna stop somewhere right here, and then I want to bring down some of the highlight to have more detail in the background, and add a little shadow. I guess I'll go with shadow. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and click on open image. Alright, so now we have the photo on open in Photoshop. Alright guys, so pretty much what I'm gonna do in the first time Alright, so now that we have the photo open in the Photoshop, I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate my background, and you can do that by just holding Command and then pressing J. And then I'm gonna rename this skin retouching. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of retouch the skin so we have a better and cleaner face. Obviously it's very clean. I mean, we don't even have to do it, but just extra small detail really matters. So I'm going to use spot healing brush. I'm gonna remove some of the spots here. Alright guys, so after we're done with this small process of removing spots on the face, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of do some dodge and burning to the face. So to do that, usually I do the easiest way. So create a new layer, and then I go hold shift and then backspace or delete, click on that, and then this fill section will come up to you. And in fill section, try to make sure you click on the 50% gray, 100 opacity, normal, click OK, then change the normal blend to overlay to kind of disappear the grayness on the layer. Now the gray color is still there, but we change the overlay mode so we can see what's really going on in the background. So yeah guys, I'm going to use dodge and burn tool. Obviously, I mean, some people use brush with curves to do dodge and burning, but I think this is probably the easiest and the most fun way to do. So alright, so what I'm trying to do, basically I want to add some exposure around 15. So if you're not familiar with dodge and burning, I'm going to bright up the areas that are already kind of bright and darken the areas that are already kind of dark. So for example, I'm going to dark this area, I'm going to bright up this area. It's kind of like it's popped the image in a really nice way. And you can do dodge and burning not only for the face and the photo, you can also do for the background. As you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and start. So usually I start with the hair and pop out the hair a bit. Alright, so as you can see, we're done with the dodging, and I'm gonna go ahead and work on the background dodging. So usually what I wanted to do is I want to have like a bright line on the background so the photo can be more popped and dramatic. I would call it somehow like that. So yeah, I would like to kind of bright up these green fields in the background, because obviously later on we're gonna add like a light overlay here or here, so I have to kind of make it more realistic by brightening up these greeny field there in the background. Now we're gonna go and use burn tool to kind of adjust and balance what we did now. So let's not go with too much exposure, so I'm just gonna go ahead, 15 is gonna be good. And then so we are darkening the area that are already dark. Alright, I think I'm kind of done. And one thing I want to do, I want to get back to the main layer here. We have skin retouching. I want to go to camera raw filter, and as you can see that this arm is kind of a warm and it's gradually getting desaturated because I forgot to add more saturation to the layer that it was applied on the preset. So we're just gonna go ahead, add another layer, but make sure to reset all the local correction setting, and I'm just gonna add some warm temperature here so we can kind of balance it together. Add more saturation too, or actually just warm temperature is enough. Alright, now after we're done with the dodge and burning, if you think that it's too much, you can always, you know, reduce it, decrease it by using the opacity slider. So I'm just gonna decrease it a bit, around 80. I think it's fine. So this is before, after. See, it's not like a really huge difference, but it does make a huge difference at the overall editing. After this, I'm gonna go ahead, open one of my lights in my second version of light package. So yeah, I mean, this is also the second version of the light, but it's really good, and I'm really proud of this product. But it's really good. I mean, let me show you. So this is the light pack that we have it contain over 100 overlay. And for example, we have this, we have light overlays like this, different perspective, different situation. You can always use these and kind of be creative with it. We have more like bokeh overlays here. It's really fascinating, and the fact that I'm using these all the time, I think I'm gonna go ahead with something like this. Around the number will be 57. Alright, so I'm gonna click OK. And the cool thing that it doesn't matter which one it should be, it matters how you can play with it, how you can be creative with it. So I'm just gonna go ahead, drag it to my main image, click OK. Alright, so now we have the light here. So I just want to add some warm lights, I would say, to this side here. Now what I want to do, all you have to do is very easy. All you have to do is just change the normal blend to screen, and boom, so you have it now. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead, add some blur, Gaussian blur, around something like maybe 400. Yeah, before, after, and done. We're done, pretty much. So yeah, this simple light makes a huge difference, and I'm really happy that I partnered up with. But yeah, guys, this is overall editing. This is what I've done exactly. So this is before, after. Pretty much done. I'm just gonna sharpen the image, and usually how I sharpen my image is creating another layer that contain all the layer below by holding Command, Option, Shift, and then pressing E. So this is basically gonna call it final. Then we're gonna go ahead and go to Camera Raw Filter. In Camera Raw Filter we have Sharpening Tool, and I love to sharpen only the edges, and you can hold Option while you are using the masking tool here. So as you can see, you get to the point. This showed that whatever you do here, it will only apply to these wide edges. So that's why I like it. So sometimes we don't have to sharpen the whole image. It's kind of becomes like a bummer. It's a very annoying thing to do, so I always use mask to avoid that. So now we're gonna go ahead at some like around 80, and as you can see, we're getting the sharpness. So yeah, guys, pretty much it. Have a good one. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please go ahead, give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming videos like this. I'm gonna be more active. Spoiler alert. Hopefully. I'm not gonna promise. But yeah, and also please go ahead, support my online store where I have over 200 presets, 100 overlays to enhance your photos in a professional way, and also a one-pack LUTs for your Adobe Premiere videos. So you guys, I see you in the next one.